Yeah, right.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, we are live. Hold on, this thing needs to pop up. There we go. All right. Hey everybody. We're on. You wanna say hi, Brant? Brant? You gonna say hello? What the heck? Uh all right, you guys. He just got shut off. It's been kind of a game time here with the phone. Hold on, folks.
Thank you for using Global
All right, you gotta
That was weird.
stop fooling around. Quit it. Just quit it.
It wasn't me.
That wasn't me. Hey, okay. Well, we are getting to start off. All right, we got some folks in the chat. Just can't wait to hang out with us, and we're so glad you're here. So we got our buddy Wi-Fi.
What's up, man? We seen our CEO one. You know that.
He says, "Heck yeah, I've been waiting to join alive." We got Tim K in the house saying good evening and hello, Tim K.
What's up, Tim? You know I said mine, bro. Hope you're well.
We got Ken, your buddy Ken. He sends his big one.
Hey, what's up, Ken? God damn, it feels like it's been a month of Sundays on board. I seen mine, bro. What's up, everybody? Who else we got?
And we got Little Country saying good evening.
Little Country, what's up, bro? We send ours to you, man. Just chilling. Hope you're well.
And Just, who has changed his name a few times. I think you know who I'm talking about, right? Just.
Yeah. All right, Just, we send ours to you, bro. Shout out. Send ours.
And Mr. Kenkins, and he's a new subscriber from Miami. Well, he loves what we're doing. Thank you.
What's up, Ken? We send ours to you, Big Miami in the house, huh? Man, that's right.
Ken says it's been a minute. It has.
That's right, man. That's right. It's been a minute, Ken. So, what's up, TSoA, folks? You know, we send ours to the word. You know who you are. Fucking, it's been a minute, folks, and we've tried a different thing, and it's working out pretty good to get, reach a broader audience and, letting everybody know what's going on behind these walls in New Folsom and CSP SAC and CDCR, the corruption of the prison system of CDCR and conditions of confinement. That's all we talk about over here, man, and I don't cross no lines I'm not supposed to, and I know my parameters and my barriers and my boundaries, and so, we've just been hanging out, man, and touching on a few things, man, that's been in the, that we put out in these new videos, and I did a real good live with Josh the other day, homie hang out on his channel on Friday, and that thing was a very good, well put together show right there, man. I have to send mine to him and his people, man. I send mine. And Outlaw, I finally got your message. Outlaw, if you're listening, or hopefully you hear this, I guess Instagram is fucking slow to send a message or something, and we didn't get that until today. And so I tried the number, and no answer, so we'll set up something. I'll call you again. But we send ours. And hope everybody's well, man. We hope everybody's well. As you guys know, I'm getting ready to go to court. And not this Tuesday, but the next Tuesday. And I'm trying to, throw out this plea deal still. And I want my trial, bottom line. And I'm not going to go for any more delays. That tactic is over. I'm not playing it. Even if I got to say something on my own behalf to the judge, and my attorney doesn't want me to, I don't even care. I'm saying it. I'm getting it out there. So this way, the reporter, the court reporter has it on record. My words, point blank. I don't even care no more. But I want my trial, period. So I'll let you guys know what happens on Tuesday.
There you go. Back to the chat. Back to the chat. We got Tim K saying that live with Josh was terrific. And then Just was saying, well, first he was giving us a little crap about, hey, as long as Rascal's not here, it's all good. And then he said he was just playing. And he spent a long day in the Bay Area. Yeah, any day in San Francisco and Oakland's a long day. And oh, hell no, Splinter's not going to put up with that. Remember?
Splinter? He said Splinter? Is that what you're saying? That guy Splinter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. Well, you know, I don't know the dude, man. I've seen him a couple of shout-outs a few times, that guy Splinter, man, and I don't know if he's kind of nervous about coming over here and checking us out or what, but whatever. I send mine to him, too. How about that?
What is up?
Well, man. There you go. What is up?
What is up? Yeah, I got that one
He
down.
is a character, man.
He is. Okay,
Yeah.
so Fly says, great interview with Homie Hangout. It was nice to know a bit of Brant's upbringing and how he ended up in prison.
Yeah. Well, I was going to save some of it for this video here, this live, homeboy, and, you know, in the short of it, man, I was raised by a single mom, and I got a younger brother that's 4 years younger than me, and, you know, we grew up poor, man. We didn't have shit in the house, you know, we were poor, and, you know, I'm from the hood in Sacramento, the east side, fucking hood over there, and we were the only white kids in the neighborhood, man, fighting all the time. And then, you know, but I never went to juvenile hall and nothing. I was never in and out of trouble, nothing like that, man. And I turned 18 and had a couple little jobs here and there and summed it up, man. And I got fucking caught up on this dumbass case. And my first time as a felon, ever catching a felony in my life. They washed me up, send me to prison for the rest of my life. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. My pops was in prison for 8 years of my life, and then he got out, and he left my mom hanging, and, you know, he left us, and that was that. But, so, you know, that's it in a nutshell right there.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
We got a busy chat. I'm gonna run through some of these and just
okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
Shoot.
so just says sorry, I've been kind of different lately. Never fake, always been real ass rascal. I've been a white boy from East Palo Alto, which is not easy, and I know as a white girl from many years in the Bay Area, East Palo Alto was somewhere I was never going to go. And he said getting locked up and saying you're for me, so it's like saying you're from East Oakland. You know, and I almost moved to East Oakland. Boy, I'm so glad we did. We got this flat. I guess it was so much East Oakland. It was central. It was 7th. Right around the corner from the Greyhound. Now, I don't need to say anything more than right around the corner from the Greyhound. That is a fucked up neighborhood. It is no bueno. No, we got into this apartment and we pulled back the rug and we saw there was gorgeous hardwood floors. So we scraped up the rug and they yelled at us and told us to leave and they didn't want our money. So. That was God working for us. And Glenn says, hey, mate, just got here. What's going on? Tapping in from Australia.
What's up, Glenn? We seeing ours over there down under, my friend. Hope you're well. Welcome to the channel.
He said he enjoyed that conversation you and Josh had the other day. I think we all did. It was a good one. Definitely.
Yeah.
And
that was definitely a good video. Okay, go ahead.
And Wally Gator's in. We got your message. He says much respects. He sends his full blast. And if we can ask him the questions that I had from his video on how a solid person is supposed to do time. Yep. We're gonna get to those questions in a second. Go ahead.
We send ours to you, Wally. Hope you're well, bro. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Okay, well.
Oh, and then I just had fun on Bart. He said the Bart cops tried to arrest him. You know, I so don't miss the city at all. At all. I don't want to be there. I don't need to be there. And he says he knows exactly where that 7th Street and the fruit by the Fruitvale station. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, that's somewhere I do not want to be. Tim says a new format is fantastic. It's great to be here and alive. It's been a minute. Nice to see everyone.
That's right.
Yes, it is.
That's right. Get on, man. We send ours, man.
Texas Trucker popped in, said, "What's up, bro? Hold your head up. Good to see you,
Texas Trucker. I like that name. Texas Trucker. I send him on to you, bro. Get your truck on then, bro." That's right. Coming to you guys from the whole of New Folsom. How about that? Imagine that. So, I want to get to something real quick, baby girl. And I'm going to piggyback on Josh's video today. You guys got to go see the Homie Hangouts video today, right? He did a really good video on, people and their opinions on who's good and who's not good, and who's what and who's not what. And it's like, who the hell are they to even question the man, right? They can't even put their name to things when they want to troll people and say foul shit. So that tells me enough about that person. He's not even man enough, or whoever it is, they ain't even honorable enough to put their real name to a statement or to a troll statement or whatever it might be, right? And it's like, you gotta wonder, folks. You gotta wonder if a person can't do that. Like, who the fuck are they to even question who Josh is, right? I already know who this guy is. I did my own questioning to his people here at this prison, and he paroled the right way, did time the right way. That's all that matters. In my book, and that's all that matters. And he goes home, becomes a soccer dad, and he's living his life, the good life. And
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And he's helping people out. It's like, what harm is that, right? If you got a problem with that, you probably need some to look in the mirror and take a real good look at yourself. Because it's like, in my world, as long as my family and my friends know who I am, and they know what I'm about, and they know who I am and how I am, and that my honor and integrity are intact and never have been broken, you think I care about some fucking troll? Some fucking lame that's going to get on here and question who I am, and he would never do that to my face?
Right.
And he can't even be man enough. He can't even be man enough to put their name to their statement. That says how much of a person they are. Hang on, let me call.
All right, you guys, I'll get caught up on the chat here when he calls back, as you know, or you may not know. Calling from the prison tablet, he has to check in every 15 minutes. It just shuts it off, so you'll be calling back in. I'm so glad to see everybody here, and it's really great. This is kind of an unusual way to handle this, but it's the only way we know how, is for me to read to him what's in the chat, and that's how we roll. I hope everyone's having a lovely day. No Wi-Fi. He cannot watch YouTube from the tablet. What I do is he can listen. He calls up. He calls me, and we listen.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, so we
All right, I'm back.
got more busy in the chat. Tim Hennessy says, "What's good?" Sending mines from Ontario,
What's up, Tim Hennessy?
from Ontario, California. Or wait, is that Ontario,
Big
Canada? I'm sorry, I wouldn't want to make that
Oh.
mistake. I'm gonna.
Well, I send mine to you, Tim. Yeah. Let us know. If that's California, that's IE, man. I send mine down there. IE. If it's Canada, I send mine to you, Canadians. Everybody. But yeah, babe, I want to finish saying what I was going to say.
Okay.
So I question the people that say foul shit about somebody trying to make a difference, right? And who are you, a cop or SNY? Some lame? You can't put your name to your statement, you know? And I gotta say, who wants to fucking go around saying, "Oh, he's no good. He's no good." So and so says, who the fuck is so and so? Who are you? Again, as long as my wife and my family and my friends, my close-knit friends, my co-defendants on my RICO case, and my partners, a very few partners of mine, no, my honor and integrity is intact. But go climb a tree, stud, because we don't give a fuck what you got to say around here, or any real place that's pushing the real message. Don't give a fuck about you. With that said, let's move on.
All right. Yeah, no, Texas Trucker said, if you ain't got haters, you ain't doing it right. Boy, ain't that the truth.
Amen, brother.
And
All right.
Ken says, a solid person does time 10 toes down always. Stay true to yourself and your word.
That's right. Get on, Ken.
And it looks like we got a bunch of truckers in here. Wally Gator's a trucker. He went from Iowa to California. And
Wally Gator, that's right, bro.
Oh, I had that backwards.
Driving big rig.
And
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, Outlaw popped in. He's sorry he's been missing in action. And he called today. He said call tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Okay, tomorrow I got you, bro. We've been missing you, man. We're growing your channel, dude. I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow about a few things. We'll catch up, man. But I sent mine to you. So I think it was a question that I'm gonna answer some questions, baby. Somebody had posed a question. I think it was Dale Gribble. Do I still support the end of hostilities? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Baby girl?
Yeah, that's what he said.
So I do. Dale Gribble, thanks for the question, homeboy, man. If you hear this, I do. I fully support it because I've seen the power of change it creates. And as long as everybody's still pushing it and upholding their end, I'm going to uphold my end in my domain. You can bet that. So thank you for your question. And I think it's a great thing that it happened because now, you know, people can feel a little bit more at ease talking to another race where they might not have in the past. Or like, look at me and Josh, man, we've had some good conversations and we might not have had them conversations in the past. So I don't know. It's just a good thing in my eyes, and I do fully support it. So, okay, you got any comments on there, baby?
Just wants to know what your favorite death metal or thrash metal bands are. He better not say Metallica and Atheist. Okay?
That's glitter bands, ain't it? Those two?
No.
But hey, man, I like Slayer. I ain't gonna lie. I like Slayer, Angel of Death. You know, you can't go wrong with that. especially when you're driving iron on the weight plow or working out. So, and I like Megadeth. I like fucking Old Ozzy. I like fucking Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Black Sabbath, all that shit, man. But that's me right there. And, I mean, I like a lot of country, too. Well, not a lot, but some. You know, but not when I'm working out. Not when I'm working out. I don't like hearing about some country dude's dog that his old lady left him and took the dog and the goldfish when I'm working out.
Yeah. No, and I'm a big fan of Clutch.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what genre
right.
Clutch falls into, and I like Marilyn
Hey,
Manson.
I've been listening.
Primus.
Yeah, Primus is cool. Clutch, baby. That's the one I was thinking about this morning. Clutch. They are badass, man. I heard some of that shit this morning. I like Five Finger Death Punch, too. Five Finger Death Punch is badass.
They do too many weird covers.
Yep.
I don't know.
Well,
they're okay.
I like them.
Clutch is pretty polished, though. Oh, wow. King Kong. Good morning, King Kong. Just dropping in before you head out. We're glad you popped in. And
King Kong, what's up, bro?
We got a lot going on here. I wish you could keep up with me on this, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up. So they're all laughing at Dale Gribble's a name, and someone wants to know where's John Redcorn, and Brig comes in. What's up, 2Scoops? Do you know where you're going to go when the feds pick you up? Will you be with your friends?
What's his name?
Brig. The Matt Brig, I think.
Okay, Brig, thanks for the question. Don't know where I'm going when I get to the feds, but I was sentenced to California, and that's how the feds do it. They sentence you to a region, the region of conviction, and it's not necessarily that they have to do everything they're supposed to, but in my case, I was sentenced to California. And so I'm hoping I come back to, or at least stay in Cali somewhere. They got like 4 or 5 prisons in Cali: Longpont, Atwater, Hurlong. There's one down south in IE somewhere. And then there's another one in
Terminal Island.
Terminal Island. So I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. And yes, I will be with my co-defendants. I don't know which ones. I don't know if they plan on splitting this across the fucking country or taking this to El Salvador. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. But at this point in the game, I just want my trial. What's going on, folks, is this. Is I'm pushing for my trial, and then the fucking prosecution is pushing to get me to the feds because he's scared to go to trial and lock horns with me. He don't want to lock horns with me in the trial because he knows I beat his fucking case. They got a real weak case on me, man. And those of you who've been listening to us for a while, I got 86 documents after the conviction that was withheld from my file. When my attorneys were given my file, 86 documents were taken out and suppressed. Had I had known about those 86 documents and the content of them documents, I would have never dealt. Never. I would have went to trial. So, this is kind of a mess. They created a mess.
Okay, we got like 3 conversations going on here. First of all, I just want to explain to you. Yeah, Brant's been down since '95, and he has very limited access to music. He can only get what they're serving, and it's mostly local radio and and the stuff they have that you can buy. It's really weird. Their genres are really restricted, aren't they?
Yeah, big time, because they don't like anything that incites violence.
But they'll give you all the hip hop in the world, right?
Yeah, that's true. So, but Yeah, I'm real limited in my music eligibility. I mean, what I can get, what I can listen to, and you know, it really it's fucking really like that in these places, man. So, hey, baby girl,
we got
let me answer. Go ahead.
We got plenty here. Wait, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
I know you got some questions written down from earlier. Crop 11
Yeah.
mentioned Black Flag. Yep, I'm a big Henry Rollins fan myself. I don't know. Brant never really got into the punk rock scene. He was kind of like
I was a kid.
Yeah, and then we got
okay, what else
we got a new fella, Farmero B23 831. I don't know what all that means, but he's a new subscriber. He came from Homie Hangout. Salute, much love from Solace. Welcome, Farmero.
Oh yeah, he's from Salinas. All right, homeboy.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
All right, Farmero, mucho gusto, homeboy. Bienvenido a mi canal, homeboy. I hope you're well, and welcome to the channel, man. That's Salinas area, 851 or whatever, 831.
Yeah, 831. That's that area down there. And then John Hatter says,
Yep.
"Stay up, Scoops. You're a real one." And welcome, John, to our chat and our channel.
What's up, John? We sitting our brother. I hope you're well, man. You know me, bro. I ain't gonna fucking fall for no shenanigans. Nothing. So, okay, baby. Let me. I got some questions, folks.
Well, wait. Let's get caught up a little bit on this chat. This is just flying. You can get to those questions in a minute. I'm just like really excited to see y'all here. It makes my heart soar.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. King Kong's all damn chat is flying. When is Brent going to the feds? I haven't been able to catch up with all the videos. Oh, that's the thing. The rumor is he's going to the feds, according to the DA. It's not done shit in 6 years. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. She said it. Baby girl answered it. That's it right there, King Kong. In a nutshell.
And Texas Trucker says, well, I don't think they'll send you to Beaumont. Well, I just hope he stays in California. Yes.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Homie Hangout tapping in. He's late, but here he is.
Big Josh, what's up, bro? I sent him on to you, homeboy. You know, this thing's live tonight, Josh. Watch out. Elephant. Because the elephant is swinging, Josh. The elephant is swinging.
Texas Trucker says, damn, I was born in 1995. Huh.
Oh, man, Texas Trucker. Now I feel it. Oh, holy shit. Hey, Texas Trucker, hit your horn for me twice, homeboy. Hit that loud horn. That's right.
Hey, Wally Gator says, are you able to see the comments on the video doing time the right way? I left you comments. No, but I read them to him and he wrote them down, and we are going to answer those questions in a bit.
Yeah. I got your questions, folks. I really do. And I'm getting ready to answer as soon as my girl gives me a chance.
No, Briggs says he hopes you land in a good spot, and Wi-Fi says he hopes you get an Xbox and we can play Call of Duty together one day.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Give me an Xbox. That's all I need. And a big fat joint. I'll be just fine. And the cookies.
John Hatter says, thank you. I remember you from Corcoran Shoe. So saying you're a real one. So saying you're a real one are straight facts. He says he knows you from Corcoran Shoe. John Hatter.
John Hatter. Okay. I sent mine to you, bro. I think I remember you, man. Let me call back. I gotta call back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, music is pretty selective, though. I mean, they never play the stuff I want to listen to on the radio, but when I go to SAC, they got some pretty good stuff on the radio there. what is it? The float or something. They got. But then again, I drive angry, so I like that hard rock in the car. I mean, I'm not angry in the traffic. I just deal with it.
Recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged, but thank you for using
All right.
Global Till Link.
All right, I'm back.
He is back.
I am back.
Oh, Justin
Yep.
says he's more of a metalhead, but he's sure a fan of Screwdriver.
That's right. Oh, yeah, Screwdriver's hardcore. That's right. Okay, babe, I'm
Dog-
going to answer some questions now.
After one
Oh, dog.
more, dog is here. Hey, dog, salutes and respects. And happily, I
What's
found.
up, dog?
Yeah, we're glad you're here too, buddy. Okay.
Get on, dog. I send mine to you, bro. You know that, my dog. That's right. So, I got to answer these questions, folks. You guys are kind enough to put them up there. I'm going to answer. That's that. So check it out. I got a question from, what's homeboy's name, baby girl? Wally? Wally, what?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Wally Gator. He's the one that was
Wally.
asking about his question. Yep.
Yeah, Wally Gator. So, hey, bro, you posed a question. What would I tell Wood if he ever comes back to prison and he goes to a lower level, right? So, and I've been posed this question. Somebody gave me this question like a couple months ago. Actually, about 8 months ago. And this is what I would tell him. Okay, you come back to prison, and you know it's going to be to one of these non-designated facility yards, 50-50 yards more. You know, there's only a few of them that are not 50-50 yards. And I don't condone no violence, man. I'm not going to condone violence on the channel. And, you know, in life, I'm going to always try to tell you the right way to do shit. But I will tell you now, there's a right way and a wrong way of doing time. And the way it's going nowadays, it just all depends on where you land. So if you land on a 50-50 yard, and you're going to have to be the one to make that decision on you kick it, right? Or do you go get in a fist fight, go to home, get transferred? Now, you know, some people are getting in fist fights and getting transferred, right? Because they can't give you a shoot turn for a mutual combat. But they can transfer you. And, you know, after a couple times of fist fighting, sooner or later they're going to get the point, or they can't keep doing that to you. And I think it's like a game that they're playing with a bunch of guys going home, thinking that they're not, that their honor is, you know, they're not going to keep their honor intact and hang out with a bunch of S&Ys or whatever. But then some people are. Now, I don't know how many yards are not like that anymore. I mean that are still all at GP. As far as the lower levels, I know most of the top levels are all GP. They're not. I mean, not all GP, but they're not integrated yet. Because when that happens, that body count that they got is probably going to go through the roof. So, but my best advice would be, number one, don't come back to prison. You know what I'm saying? Be so strict with your life when you come up to a stop sign. Don't do the California stop. Stop all the way. You know? Don't be in a hurry, man. Don't come back to prison. That's my best advice. Because this shit is a madhouse. It is a fucking madhouse, bro. But if you do, you know, if it's unfortunate you do, man, and you end up in an unlucky spot, well, you're going to have to be that decision maker to either you're going to kick it and put your blinders on, or you're going to go and talk some shit to somebody and get in a fist fight. I don't know. And that seems to be the normal thing nowadays. A lot of fist fighting is going on at the lower levels. And I understand it because this way they don't catch a new case, right? But I don't condone it, man. For the record, I don't condone fist fight. I don't condone no violence. Peace, love, and harmony, man. Can't we all just get along? Not with no S and Y, I ain't getting along. Not this motherfucker.
Huh.
Not Scoops. I ain't doing it.
Nope.
I ain't doing it.
Nope, we got some
Nope,
comments.
I ain't hanging out.
Well,
I am
James
not
said
hanging out there.
he's definitely not
Nope.
trying to go back, not since 2014. So, awesome. Stay out.
So
It's easy.
that's great, man. I hope I answered your question to the best of my ability. All right, so Broken Bobby.
Wait.
Broken Bobby asked.
Wait. John Hatter
Right,
said,
shoot.
yes, sir, it's been a while now. Off parole, took advantage of the law change. A lot of us are out now. You being as solid as you are and calling shit the way it is kept me out of a wreck. Thank you.
That's right, John. Now I remember you. Those words right there. Now I remember you, bro. And I'm glad you're home, my friend. I'm glad you're home, man. That's a good thing, bro. I'm glad you're home. You remember when I first pulled up to Corcoran, I put that on-off program. I nullified that dumbass shit. That on and off program shit. I fucking got rid of it. I'm sure you remember that, man, because Griff and them were wondering what Scoop's doing. And I had all the white boys get off the triple CMS. We're not doing that.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's funny. But no, I remember that, man. I remember you, homeboy. I said, Mark, and I'm glad you're home. Baby girl, Broken Bobby came with a good question, man. Broken Bobby, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, go check out his channel, Broken Bobby's Transformation, especially if you want to talk about recovery and he's definitely a good one.
So he asked me, is there a plan in place if they try to put us back in the shoe or something like that, right? Like, what's the plan? And, of course, there's a plan, Bobby, but I can't put it out here. How about that? I mean, that should tell you a lot. I just can't tell you nothing more than that, like this. So I'll just leave it like that. It would be a madhouse if they did that. It would be a fucking... I think the system would collapse. I think it would collapse if they tried that. Why are you going to put me in the shoe and I ain't done nothing? You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, that's that one. That's the answer to that question. What else? Somebody had asked, and I think it was Wally asked what got me through the shoe in all these years, right? That was Wally. So my honor and my integrity and my mental fortitude, man. Mental fortitude and my integrity, man. And it kept me going no matter what. It kept me going. It's like, and plus I was comfortable with knowing I was going to die in the shoe. I know that sounds kind of fucked up, but it's the truth. And I'm only going to give you guys the truth. I was comfortable knowing that the rest of my existence on planet Earth, I would expire in a shoe. And so outside of that, I was like, well, I ain't never going to break. I know that much. And if they waterboard me, it ain't going to kill me. It might hurt me a little bit, but I've been shot with the Mini 14. I've been in knife fights, and I've done a lot of crazy shit in my life in prison, man. And I'll be the first to tell you. Going through that shit at Pelican Bay was like no other. You watch TV and your mind goes numb. You don't even realize what the fuck you're watching no more. You stare at the floor like I used to find myself looking at the floor for nothing. Like, what am I looking at? It's just, you just sit there for so long, year after year after year after year after year, decades upon decades, you become numb to everything.
Right.
And that's the best I can explain it. But my mental fortitude, and then I met my wife, and I had something to live for. I had something to look forward to. This woman put a heart back in she put a smile back in my heart. And she made my motherfucking spirit fucking jump, you know. I was happy. And so that's my answer to that, man. That's my answer to that. And so, Tim K, man, you posed a real good question, bro. What was all the first times like in prison? Well, I'll tell you this. The first time I got sentenced, the first day I got arrested, I was like, when I got arrested, I had no idea that I would be in prison for the rest of my life. And, you know, I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. I didn't know nothing. And then when I got convicted and sentenced and shit, I was like, numb. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, you know, I'm still shocked over it. You know, I still can't believe they took my life for that dumb shit. That was the dumbest fucking shit in the world they could have took my life for. But like the first time I got to prison, I went to reception Tracy in 95, and I don't think it really set in at the time. But you know, it was like, okay, I'm here now. I got to live this life until my appeal comes through. I was still hoping on an appeal, and then I got to high desert, you know, and my first day on the yard at high desert was holy shit. Where's my mama? Oh man, where's my mama? And then, you know, I learned the ropes real quick. I got me a old school celly who had a B number and or a C number, and he taught me the ropes real quick. And man, I was in trouble for the first fucking couple of months I was there, dude. You know, I beat a motherfucker with 9 pairs in a fucking pillowcase in my cell. 9 raw pairs, man. Them fucking pairs were so fucking hard. I mollywopped this dude with some pairs because he was a rapo. You know, and I didn't know anything else to do other than that. So I was in trouble for the first couple of weeks I was there, man. Then I got me a good celly, and he schooled me down, you know. Yeah. But yeah, it was a trip. So I'll save the rest, the other first. Like my first time I got validated, or when I got validated, for here in a few minutes, I want to give you guys chances to have your chat be heard. What else you got in there, baby?
Okay, let's see. Dog wants to know. I haven't heard anything about the rescinding plea deal situation. Any movement on that?
Yeah, dog. So I go to court on the 6th of May, and I'm still pushing that to vacate the deal and go to trial, man. And as I'm pushing for the trial, the DA's pushing to send me to the feds because they fear they don't want to lock horns with me and my attorneys in trial because we've seen their hand. They've exposed their hand. So that I'll find out more on the 6th, and I'll let you guys know, bro.
It feels like we're like balancing on a teeter-totter with that one, doesn't it?
Yep. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, the legal, that's a perfect analogy. Oh, I'm on this legal teeter-totter, bro. That's perfect right there. My girl got it right on the head with that. All right, what else, man?
All right. Yeah, Homie Hangout says best way to navigate prison politics is to stay out of prison 100%. Congrats on your freedom, John. Yep, John, that's freedom special. And Wally Gator said thank you for the feedback, brother. I appreciate 60
seconds remaining.
And
I'll call back.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm calling.
folks. Hold on. I'll be there in a second.
And recorded. You have a prepaid call.
Okay.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
Tim Bomb says, "What's up, my brother?" Hi, Tim Bomb. Glad you're here.
What's up, Tim Bob? I said mine, bro. I hope you like the story of my name. That was funny, huh?
He did.
I said mine.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Texas Trucker says, "Guy was down for 30 years. Seems pretty legit." Yeah, we think so. Are you legit?
Get on, Texas Trucker. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. That's right. So, well.
Dog says, "Have you guys ever heard or seen the 30 to Life YouTube channel? Uso Ron got released on appeal for similar jury instructions. And look what happened to Brant."
Right.
No, I never heard
I'm
of
gonna
that
check
one.
that out.
Yep.
No, we'll have to check into that. We're gonna check that out. Yeah. So, I was also asked the differences, right, of Pelican Bay and Corcoran shoe, or the shoe. Somebody asked that question. I don't know.
Yeah. What the different shoes are like? I told you to write that stuff down, honey.
I wrote it down. I just wrote the damn name. I forgot. Damn it! I'm getting fucking old.
Why didn't you write down the names too, silly?
I did, damn it. I only wrote a couple. So when y'all ask me that question, I appreciate it, homeboy. You know I do, man. Okay, so let me tell you like this. Pelican Bay shoe was the tightest security shoe in the United States of America. Right? I mean, this place was tighter than a frog's ass. That's how tight it was. And if you came up on a staple, and Josh could tell you, Josh knows, he was there. If you came up on a staple, boy, you were rolling. I mean, it was so tight and restricted, it confined within confinement. It was confinement within confinement. And I'll tell you this, the package catalogs, when they came out in 2004 or 2003, they started this special vendor packages, the annual packages up there in Pelican Bay. Well, Pelican Bay had their own version of what you can have out of that package catalog. And it was against the rules. You're not supposed to do that. But they did it for many, 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 many years.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we did the hunger strikes, that got taken off and everything got standardized across the state. In ad-seg, shoe, any solitary confinement type of unit. And so I went to Corcoran for emergency spinal surgery in 2015 in January, and it pulled up in 4B2 left for about fucking 6 months. And then I got moved to 4B1 left where my buddies were. And I got a celly, and that's where John and them were. He was in the other section.
Why don't you describe how the cell was? I mean, like, in detail.
Okay. Oh, well, Pelican Bay cells are big. They're huge. They got, the whole front of your cell is honeycomb. It looks honeycombs. You could probably find the Pelican Bay cell online somewhere, and it's like looking through these little holes. Mm-hmm. And then the bunks are in the back wall going across from wall to wall, and there's 2 cubby holes at the bottom underneath the bunk for your locker, and then a big square block for a seat, and then another big square block that's about 1.5 feet taller than that. That's the desk. And
were they like built in? Were they built in like part of the structure?
Yes. They were part of the structure. Everything was part of the structure at Pelican Bay. So Corcoran, though, Corcoran's bunks are bedrock. It's what we call bedrock. Bedrock bunks are side by side with a little alleyway in between. Alleyway about 16 inches wide. So you got a bunk to the left, a bunk to the right, and they're looking at each other. And in the back, between the two tops of the bunks, is a big block where it's a block of concrete where you write. It's like a desk. So you sit there on the top of your bunk and you write right there. And then at the bottom of the one side of the bunk is the concrete keeps going. You could probably see those cells online too. And it's concrete though. It's all concrete and steel. Now in Corcoran is solid doors. Solid doors with two windows in them. And it don't have the top tier has the honeycomb on the doors, but the bottom tier is solid doors. And let's see here. It's hot down there. It's nasty. And the security in Corcoran, it was tight, but nowhere like Pelican Bay, man. Nowhere near. I mean, dudes who had fucking paper clips like nothing, just throw them on the desk.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
They had stingers. The stingers to heat the hot water up and shit like that, like nothing. It was nothing there. Pelican Bay, you have a stinger, you're getting written up for a fucking deadly weapon, and you're getting a new case, 25 to life, more likely. It's a way different ball game up there. And so, Corcoran, there was more wiggle room. There was more convict wiggle room than Pelican Bay. And in Corcoran, you go to dog cages, man. They got 24 cages, 12 in the first row, 12 in the second row, and they're all together. And Pelican Bay, though, it's not like that. You go to the end of the tier, a door opens, you step out onto the yard, and imagine a shoebox. A shoebox is size 12 feet long by 7 feet wide. And that's your yard at Pelican Bay. And the walls of that box are 18 feet tall. And only one time during the summer, like for 4 weeks during the summer, the sun comes over depending on what side of the building you're on. And you can catch part of the sun on the ground of the yard around 11 to 1 p.m. and then it's gone. And that's the only time you're going to get any piece of the sun, and it's so quick, and sometimes, you might not make it out there at that time, someone else does, but in Corcoran, you get sun all the time when you're on the yard. It gets hot as fuck, and I don't like it. I like Pelican Bay better than I do Corcoran. It was a lot cleaner in Pelican Bay, fresh air, never got over 85, 84 degrees in the summer. Corcoran, oh God, it's 110 degrees with cow shit. It makes the air thick. And it's like, man, you got a big old cow turd in your lung.
Yeah.
It sucks. It did suck.
Oh my goodness. So we got more chat. We definitely got more chat.
All right, tell me, man.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, hit the like button for me.
Yeah, come on, guys,
y'all.
hit that like. I saw 2. There's like 20 of you guys.
Oh, no. Come on, you guys. You got 20 folks in here. Now, come on now. Don't be shy with smashing them. Smash it. Come on, folks.
Xanax is checking in, checking out. He said, there's no AC in my state. What summer sucks in my state? A lighter is a major A6 possession of a weapon. Anything else, I have to dry pack a lighter. And it sucks.
Xanax, I send mine to you, bro. Thanks for your comments. Hit the like button for us. Hit the like button. Come on now, folks. Share this shit. All right, dude.
All right, Doug says, I've heard some convicts say that Tehachapi and Corcoran aren't really SHU because they're not near as restrictive.
Yeah, I know. Hey, dog, you heard right. You heard right. I mean, Pelican Bay is on a different level. as far as the restriction, as far as security, as far as like no wiggle room whatsoever. I mean, that place was just something different, man.
Yeah, but in Corcoran they tried to bake you like you were in an oven.
See, that's true. They try to bake me, man. They try to bake old Scoops, man. They try to bake me into a cookie, man. What's up with that?
So fucked up. Oh, yeah, I know it was bad, really bad. No air, no airflow, 110, and no ventilation, and no it was steel door. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, but well, put it like this, dog. One time when I was down there in 2017, 2018, the heaters came on in May, June, and July. They were on for 40 days or 45 days, and it was 108, 110 outside, and they took a temperature read in my cell. It was 98 degrees for 8 hours. They were roasting us in the cells, bro. Bad.
Wow.
And that's why I got my heart condition.
Wow.
That, and they were roasting me in my cell, and then they cut my pain meds cold turkey after 3 years.
Yeah, no, they had a whole other level of restrictions, didn't they?
Yeah, they were trying to take old Scoops out, man, in a different way. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, it was definitely something else down there, man, compared to Pelican Bay. Let's see here. Josh,
wait, there's a whole bunch. Before you switch topics, there's a bunch of stuff going on here. Homie Hangout said, I got top ramen and Corcoran shoe, brought it a bag of noodles when I went to the bay, just from shoe to shoe. Pelican Bay took them from his property as contraband because they only sell cup of noodles.
Yep. That's true.
Crazy.
That's facts right there. Pelican Bay, 12 cup of noodles, and the noodles, they take out the little fucking styrofoam cup because I could make a knife with the styrofoam cup. They didn't like that. So
what? They just dumped it into like all the powder and stuff.
Bag.
Just dumped it out. What the hell?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Everything went in paper bags. Everything went in paper bags.
Tim Erdman says, heard there's more physical, touchy-feely like bullies at Corcoran of the COs.
Yeah, Corcoran, those COs are jealous because they want to be at Pelican Bay. They want to be known like Pelican Bay COs were. And it's just a different ballgame, man. The Corcoran COs are, I don't know, man. You got a different culture of people down there, and it's just a different vibe. Like when I got to Corcoran, they have this thing called the Corcoran Welcome Wagon. When you come off the bus, they get all fucking like a cop will stand in front of you with his billy club, and he pumps himself up, and he fucking starts screaming at you, "Look up in the air, motherfucker!" And they'll grab you by your throat.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And I'm sure Jocelyn remembers it. They'll grab you by your throat if you don't look up in the air. And while you're looking up in the air, they take your handcuffs off and put you in a belly chain, or put you from a belly chain to your handcuffs behind your back. It's a diversion to divert your attention up in the air when this guy's in front of you, getting all fucking hyped up and flexed up like he's some fucking tough guy. So when I came off the bus, I came down on a van, special transport from the short corridor. They wasn't chancing me on a bus.
Well, you know something. They actually, as a visitor,
60 seconds remaining.
As a visitor, they treated me with that kind of like disrespect. As a visitor,
right,
threatening to get physical. It was insane. That place, no. Oh, and they played games too about the extended visit if you're coming from more than 250 miles, which I was. No, they were horrible there. Hold on, I'm trying to get all. Oh yeah, Pelican Bay was really quiet. Even in visiting, it was really quiet.
And your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now.
Okay, there's a little chit chat. Oh,
To
you're
refuse,
not
say,
even there.
thank you for using
Come
Global
on.
Tel Link.
How many times I gotta hit that button? Sorry. Okay, so there's some chit chat here about the current topic. Wi-Fi saying that he has a brutal back injury and he couldn't imagine sleeping on that steel bunk. If only it was a steel
Yeah.
bunk.
Yeah, no, I'm on concrete Wi-Fi. I'm on bedrock concrete, basically.
It's terrible.
I wish I had a steel bunk. It'd be a little different. But, yeah, so Corcoran like that, man. They give you the welcome wagon committee, and the dude tells me, look up, and I tell him, fuck you. You look up, motherfucker. So he goes, oh, we got a Pelican Bay short corridor wide guy here, huh? I said, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Willis? What's up, Willis? And he didn't do shit. But get this, folks. They lost my property. They lost my property. I knew that was coming. But they got it back. And then the other piece that they lost was a wedge pillow for my back. And I 602'd it and won, and they had to give me $90 worth of canteen. How about that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We had a monumental Fish Slayer SoCal gave us $20. Fish Slayer, that's like the dollar that goes on the wall in your shop. Okay, that was our first. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
That's right, Fish Slayer, homeboy. I send mine to you, bro. Thank you for your contribution, man. That definitely helps. Every little penny helps a motherfucker in the sale, man. And I appreciate all you guys who've been helping me out, looking out for me. And those of you who want to help, who've been asking about it, you can check the post on how to, help with a few bucks here and there or whatever. I'm appreciative. I'll never ask, though. You know, I truly thank you, man. Thank you. What else you got, babe?
Okay. Cole Scritchfield says, what's up from Bakersfield? Hey, Cole, welcome.
What's up, Cole? I send mine to you, bro. Big Bakersfield in the house, huh? That's right. That's right. Hey, homie, Josh, before you got on, I was addressing your video. So you might have to go back after this and listen to the little part, about 5 or 10 minutes. And I addressed that video you did today, and that was a damn good video, bro. And my main statement is, who is anybody to say anything about who's good and not good, other than a cop and a piece of shit, right?
Right.
And who the fuck are he? Who is anybody to say anything about my motherfucking name or your name? I did my right. I do my time right. I fight to go to the main line. I fight for my homeboys. My family knows I'm solid. My partners, my co-defendants, the few friends I got that I know I can count on, know I'm solid. I don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't sit here and think, oh, what's this troll saying about me, right? These trolls can't even put their name to shit. You know, and for me to hate you, you have to count. You can't put your name to something you say. You don't even count. So, hey, Josh, I addressed you, bro.
That's right. We are getting some love here. The P gave us $5, and then the Fish Slayer said one more time for Scoops and threw down another. Thank you so much, dude. That is so cool.
Get on the P. Right on the P. Get on Fish Slayer. You guys rock, man. Thank you, folks. Thank you, guys, man. That shit's going to help me out a lot, man. Give me some coffee and toothpaste to brush my damn grill. Good looking out, folks.
Yes. Okay, Dog's tripping on the weather up there at Pelican Bay, and I can tell you for a fact that as a person who has lived on the north coast of California the majority of my life, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's just Northern California coastal fog. And the hotter it is inland, the more foggy it is on the coast. And I love that stuff, man. It's always been my home. Damn, Fish Slayer be loving you. Yeehaw!
Get him. That's right, dude. Fish Slayer. Good looking out, bro. Welcome to the channel, homeboy. I like your name, man. Welcome to the channel. So, what else here? I wanted to answer a question, babe. I had another question, man.
Wait, before you go, just your average skater checked in and said, in spite of your struggles, you still got a solid outlook on life, bro. Good stuff.
Get on, homeboy. I send mine to you, and welcome to the channel, bro. Hey. You know, I always try to keep I'm gonna always keep who I am intact, you know. And life can be as difficult as I make it, or however difficult it becomes. I'm going to keep who I am, and if I can make fun of it and get a laugh out of it, I'm damn sure going to, man. Thank you.
Right on. Right on. Wi-Fi just threw down a sawbuck. Thank you so very much.
You know, Wi-Fi, thank you, old boy. You know, I appreciate that.
And I just love all the support in the chat. You guys are awesome. Didn't have these good of friends when I was like doing this and face to face.
Hey, you know, hey y'all, you guys know, man. I told Outlaw, Kim K knows, Kim, all you guys know, Josh. I do this right here because I felt that there has to be somebody to get out here and let y'all know what the hell's really going on behind these walls as far as the corruption. Now, I'm not going to get on here and talk about some horrible murders.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I'm not going to talk about these crimes that are going down in prison, whatever crimes that might be, or, you know, shit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk to you guys and tell you guys about the corruption that's being hidden, swept under the rug,
the system,
and the system and the injustices in the courts. And my point of view of what I've been through that affects me in my life and crucial points in my life that changed my life. And so, and I'm not going to cross no lines. I've never crossed no lines. And if you think so, I dare you to find it and bring it to my attention, because I bet you can. And my partner Ronnie, man, and he speaks out too as far as he can. And shout out to him and his and everybody else. And I send my love and respect. But you guys have got to know that there's another side to the prison other than what CDCR tells y'all, or these corrupt law enforcement groups tell you guys, and the DA puts out there. You know, so that's just a fact. That's a fact. And I think going through this shit on my RICO case and on this deal, how they reneged and how they, you know, they fucking basically welched. They welched on their deal. Not me. They did. And now they're trying to clean it up. But that shows you guys in the public how dirty these motherfuckers are.
They're not cleaning it up. They're only trying to clean it up for themselves. They're just trying to bury it.
Well, that's what that's what I mean.
Trying to bring it right. So more stuff in the chat. The P says this channel deserves to blow up. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Get on the P. Help us out, man. Promote. Well, however you guys can promote us. And thanks to Josh and all you guys promote to help us out, man. And you guys have done a great job helping us out and helping support the channel. Everybody else, keep pushing, man. We got to spread the word.
And Wi-Fi says hoping to make Brant stay a little better and let him know that we as a society aren't okay with what they're doing to you.
Get on Wi-Fi. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, homeboy. I really do. I really do.
Ken says you guys, he's got pictures waiting for you. So
get on, Ken. You know I appreciate my pictures, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, I've been missing you, bro. I hope you're well, my friend.
Tim K says,
Fucking,
no doubt Wi-Fi, it's wrong, and we have a duty to speak out about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right, man. You guys, the public, are what matters. They don't care about me. They don't care about me.
Wi-Fi's right.
They
It
only
could
care
have been
about you
him.
guys.
It could have been him very easily. Could have been any one of us. That's right. Could have been me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was
It could have been my baby girl.
staring the beast right down the throat there for a second, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I got the opportunity to
She was
step
a
back.
gangster.
Mm-hmm.
She was a gangster. My baby girl was a gangster.
No, I wasn't. Stop.
She's
Stop.
OG. She's OG, folks.
I was getting a little caught up. That's all. I was out there, and then
Mm-hmm.
so
Yep. Well, she seen the.
yeah, but
she
for the
seen the
grace of
light.
God. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
right.
Dude has
That's
already
right,
you have
man.
already done more than your fair share of time. If they're willing to negotiate you 10 years and you do half, then 5 years would have been plenty. Mm-hmm. But that didn't happen, did it? Nope.
Well, let me tell you, man, and Josh, you know it yourself, bro. When it comes down to, does the crime fit the time? That's the biggest question in my case. Does the facts of my crime fit the grossly disproportionate sentence of time that I got? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And for me, and this is the worst thing. It's hard for me to get over it. I don't think I'll ever get over it. When the DA tells the jury in my
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
When the DA tells the jury in my trial, I'll only get a couple of years in prison. I'll only get a little bit of time in prison. Find me guilty. And they did, thinking I was only going to get a little bit of time. And then the appeals court called it a harmless error. Now watch this. But 20 years later, fast forward to the parole board, the DA tells the parole board that, and she tells me she spent the last 20 years wondering if she convicted the right person between me and my little brother. She spent 20 years wondering if I took the fall for my little brother. Now, let me tell y'all something. That shit pissed me the fuck off.
Well, more
And
than
I ain't
that,
even hit.
took the fall for a crime that
shit.
never even happened because of what you were
Wait a minute.
convicted was
Wait a
beyond
minute.
your
Wait
crime.
a minute. Wait a minute, man. When she said that shit to me after I done spent 20 years in fucking hell, in the basement of hell, and this bitch is going to get on this fucking screen and basically be unsure about her own conviction, it blew my fucking mind, man. And then, there's nobody in that courtroom at that time that should have been more convinced than she that I was guilty. But yes, 20 years later, fast forward at a parole hearing, and it's on transcript. You ain't got to believe me. It's on transcript. And she spent 20 years of her life wondering if she convicted the right man.
All right.
Like, fucking insane.
That sounds like new evidence to me. That sounds like a big, wide, open, gaping hole to, like, reintroduce all of this. Yep.
Insane. Yep. So, but yeah, man, it can happen to anybody. And like I said, I wasn't a gangster. I wasn't in trouble all the time. I wasn't in juvenile hall my whole life. I didn't go to jail a bunch of times. I went to jail once before for like a few days and got out. And then this case happened like 4 months later. And it's like, boom, that took my life. So, it's fucking disgusting what they did to me, man. And there's a lot of other people. There's a lot of other people that are being done dirty. There is. There is.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I'm speaking out. I am. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck them. I'm speaking out. Let me call back.
Okay. So I'll be calling right back here. And, yeah, it's all crazy. Not only did this DA make up the attempted murder charges, but then she's wondering if she got the right one. She didn't care about nothing but a win. Nothing but a win. Bigger the better. Horror stories. Just horror stories. And I wonder if in her mind she could have convicted both of them. Probably. Yep. Oh yeah, I tried contacting her after the fact. She's now a defense attorney, and I'm thinking, yeah, she's probably just yes, no bloodshed. This DA probably, or ex-DA now defense attorney, is probably feeding people into the system with her weak defense. Come on, Brant, are you gonna call back or what? Oh, every time it hangs up like this, I gotta wonder if they shut their phone off or what. Okay, hold on, folks. Hold on. Should be calling any second. Yeah, attempted murder with no bloodshed, no damage, no hurt persons, no nothing. And no, the whole thing's just crazy. They went out of their way to get him a new inept attorney. It was crazy. All right, Brant, are you calling back? We'll give it another minute. You guys got any more questions? I think I missed a few. Try to get back to them. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Discharging a firearm. But yeah, exactly.
You will not be charged for this call.
Come on.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, they're starting to fuck with the tablet again.
Well, we got some comments. So Dog mentioned this Uso Ron. He got released on jury instructions and on an appeal on that. So we'll check that out for sure, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Absolutely.
Okay, and then Wi-Fi is like attempted murder with no bloodshed. What the fuck? I can see discharging a firearm, some sort of assault, but attempted murder. Yeah.
Right. Well, and how she justified that Wi-Fi was that she said, in her opinion, it was in her opinion that the shooter inside of his mind wanted to kill 3 of these dudes. And my attorney said, he did say, well, wait a minute, 10 to 12 feet away with a 12-gauge shotgun, devil-eyed bucks, and a slug, I think he would have killed or hit one at least.
Right, Dog saying that exact thing, right? Shotgun at point blank, you're not gonna miss.
Right, so when my attorney said that the guy ain't gonna miss, he said no, you can't get in the mind of the shooter since Brant is not saying he did it, he's saying he didn't do it. So getting in the mind of the shooter, you can't do. And the way this went was right before trial, we go to pre-trial. And that judge there was going to throw out the attempted murder charge, but we were supposed to come back the next day because it was 4:30 p.m. that day, and he wanted to come back at 9 a.m. Well, 9 a.m. the next day, I go to the courthouse, and my trial's already starting. I don't know what happened. And get this, they don't even have a transcript of none of it. They lost it conveniently.
Huh, yeah, that is pretty messed up for sure. It's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, and Tim K says the charge was absurd and the sentence is shocking. And then he learned something new that he didn't know he had a new lawyer. Yeah. I think you talked about that though, that your attorney had to be recused because of some accusations, and then you got
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I had a lawyer. She was good, and then there were some accusations made about my brother doing her investigator dirty, and it was never proven. But she had to remove herself from my case, so I got a different attorney who stepped in, and I didn't really care for him. And I asked him, "Hey, aren't you going to hire an investigator?" And he said, "No, I'm not going to hire an investigator. I'm going to use this one that was already on your case." I said, "Well, wait a minute. He's claiming my brother did him dirty. So you really going to trust his report?" He's like, "Oh, yeah, he can't do that. He'd be all right." I'm like, "Whoa, hold up, dude." But that's for another day.
He said, "All right." He said, "All right."
Yeah. Hmm?
Bullshit. It's all a bunch of bullshit. I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah.
come on, you guys.
Yeah,
Hit that like. I wonder why that like's only showing a couple of.
Hit your like button, y'all. And smash that like. Come on now. Share it, smash it, subscribe, folks. Hit the like. Yep.
All right.
So anyways, let me move on here. There was some, let me see here. I got another question I was going to answer. Where's it at? Okay. Oh, there was a topic I was wanting, me and my wife seen, and I don't know who said it or where. We seen it somewhere where a prisoner had contacted his victim on the tablet, and I guess I don't know where we seen it, heard it, or read it, but somebody was doing it. And this is the prime example on what they do group punishment with. And nobody should be held accountable for that guy doing that but him. Not me, not my friends, not my homeboy. None of us should be held accountable for his actions other than him. You know, if he contacted the victim and his own victim and sweated him and, you know, he was using pressure on him or whatever, that's on him. That ain't on me. My neighbor and next guy.
Wait a minute, though. They screen the calls constantly. Why aren't they on top of it? And didn't that
Right.
one guy you're talking about have over 800 calls to his victim?
Yeah. Over 800 calls to his victim. Yeah. Now, I mean, but this is my point is that this is what they usually will do for group punishments.
Right.
You know, like when they turn my tablet off for 9 days because of people around the state getting violent. Well, they turn my tablet off and my homeboy's tablet. We're not doing nothing.
Right.
And they know it's not they know the word ain't being spread on tablet. They know how the word is getting spread, and it's not on no tablets. You know, maybe an idiot will be an idiot here and there on them, but.
And then they blame you for the whole thing because they're trying to create some narrative.
Right. So they're trying to create the narrative and keep it what they want it to be. And
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
But whoever he is contacted his victim on his tablet, right? Now they should punish him and not me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's just a small example of you know how they do their group punishments. You know, and to me that's foul. That's what the Astor case was trying to stop was group punishments. Group punishment, man, and do away with it. And they still use it to their advantage, man. Group punishment does not work. All that does is make a bunch of pissed off lifers at the cops. You know? And somebody else said group punishment works. No, it works in the military. It don't work in prison with a bunch of fucking GP lifers who are already pissed off that you're playing with our program. Now you can't keep playing with a motherfucker's program who didn't do nothing, but yeah, he's being punished as if he did. Who you think he's going to be mad at next?
Well, wasn't that one of the 5
Green.
core demands too? Was no group punishment?
Yep.
That was the second
Yep.
one, wasn't it?
Yep. But when you shift the lifer's focus from the prison life, politics, or whatever, his family, and you take his family from him off his tablet, and then you punish him for doing nothing wrong, but because someone else fucked up, now all you're doing is you're putting your cops in harm's way, stupid fuck. So group punishment don't work.
But it works to further. It works to further their whole RICO. Their RICO.
Mm-hmm. Well, look, you break the RICO charge down. They fit that category so well.
Yep.
Better than any prison thing I've ever seen. The CDCR and the CCPOA. And shout out to the real shit, man. The real shit. You know, Hector, they're still fighting, man. And them are S-cars right there. Go check them out, man. And they're still fighting. They're fighting from their angle against the corruption. We're fighting from our angle against the corruption. So, and I think I believe there's common ground, right? Because we're fighting for the same goal, the end corruption. I don't care if the guy tells you you need a new vehicle because you got an oil leak and he's a liar. He's just trying to get you to spend money on a new car. That dude is corrupt and he needs to be exposed.
Yep. Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, there's a question here.
What?
Dog wants to know. I got kind of a silly question, but I'm curious. Do they have a snitch button on the tablet for dropping a kite to the CI?
Dog, don't tell me. Hey, dog, they got a panic button? No, they don't have that, bro. But, you know, there are ways they're doing it. You know, motherfuckers send text messages that don't get approved, and it gotta get cleared by the IGI. There's been many people here that have put funky shit on their tablet, and it's been exposed. It's been exposed, man. And I'll tell you, everything on this tablet's recorded, man. So I ain't gonna talk about shit I ain't supposed to. That's that.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Lou Santis
Yep.
checks in. No questions. Just sending respects to you both. Been really enjoying the content. Thank you, Lou.
Who?
Lou
Who?
Santis.
All right, I see him on the TV, bro. I hope you're well.
Yes.
You know, welcome to the channel, man.
Welcome.
To the channel.
Welcome.
But
Yeah, no.
there was
Wi-Fi said, yeah, the button's called Snitch and Wesson button.
Smith and Wesson button.
Smith and Wesson.
That's funny. That's funny as fuck, man. Yeah, get on Wi-Fi. So you guys gotta wonder, like, I got these dudes smutting motherfuckers up, like this kid, Green Light Gang. And this guy, I guess, he's been putting my name on his channel, right? And I mean, you know, I don't know what the fuck he thinks he's doing, but so it's funny though, because he's like a little he's like a little Gabe Morales, man, and a younger Gabe Morales or something. He thinks that reports in the media or the news reports and a couple good stories is the facts, or he thinks it's all legit and stuff, and it's not, you know. And these guys that get on there and they'll say, well, we're going to report the facts. No, you're reporting something a reporter said in an article where he took snippets out of a fucking case.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's what you're reporting. You're not reporting facts, and you're not reporting the truth. So get your shit straight, stupid. And keep my fucking name off your channel. And if you're going to keep my name on your channel, partner, start sending me some fucking money, Lane. That's what you fucking do. Every time you just say my name on your mouth, send me fucking money, dude. Or shut the fuck up. You goddamn retarded kid.
Who are we yelling at now? Who are you?
The green light gang kid.
Oh yeah, no, he's a strange kid. He is really like.
Well, look, man. Put your name to it or shut the fuck up. You ain't got the balls to put your name to it. Okay, green light gang. Who the fuck calls himself green light gang? I bet you're probably a step away from calling you a gay boy gangster. There's no gay boy gangsters, bud. So green light gang. That tells me everything I need to know about you, partner. But just if you're gonna put my name in your mouth, hey man, send me $10, you stupid ass. That's all I'm saying.
So okay, moving on.
Right.
Dog says I see that Sandman has been commenting on the channel. Did he apologize for reporting the media narrative?
Yeah, so if Sandman, he's gotten at me a few times on my text. I texted with him a few times, and yes, I'll say that right there. We've had some good interaction on my tablet, and shout out to him, man, and he's got some good ideas and stuff, and hey, man, like I said, here's the thing. Me and Ronnie talked about this a while back. Society is giving a picture of us that we're all boogeymen, we're all this, we're trying to take your money, we're trying to do this, we're trying to hurt everybody. And I want you guys to check out this video we're going to drop tomorrow. And
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Josh talked me into it the other night about dropping this video on my time at Pelican Bay in my little hustle, right? At Pelican Bay. So I want you guys to check this video out tomorrow. But hang on, let me call right back, babe.
All right.
Hopefully it goes through.
No, it should. Okay, we'll be right back. No, I've seen you before, Lou, and I didn't recognize the name. And you have commented before, and we appreciate you, and we're glad you're here. Welcome to the chat, the channel, and we always support our supporters. So yeah. And we also bash on our haters. And I'm getting pretty good at this thing, It's funny to watch. Sometimes people change a little bit. It's weird. I don't know. And I always recognize authenticity. I always recognize the genuine. And I always give everyone a chance. Come on.
You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right. Global Link got stuck again.
I hate that chick. Yeah, she's pissing me off, man. She needs to be fucking drinking out of a damn toilet somewhere. But anyway, like I was saying, Salmon has gotten at me a few times on the tablet. We've gone back and forth, and we exchanged some good words, some positive interaction. And for me, if people out there don't know, and they have this pre-existing opinion of us, then what we're trying to do is teach them the truth. And if they can come around to see the truth, ain't what they've been told. And the guy is a youngster. He's never been to prison. He's trying to figure it out, I guess. I don't know. But, I've had some positive interaction with him, and hopefully he stays that way. And he's trying to help me out. We're getting at another guy, and, to do some content with, and, we'll see what happens. But shout out to him and everybody else, What else we got?
Dog says, I think some of those channels have no ill intent, but like Brant said, people are so ignorant to what's actually happening, me included.
Right. Right. Hey, dog, you hit it right on the head, bro. You hit it. Well, I do know a few of them are just beyond repair. A few of them I won't even fuck with. A few of them are just disgusting. And after I've seen and getting to know Josh a little bit, man, and I value the conversations I have with that guy, man. And you know, I started to see, and I've asked around about him. You know, of course, I do my homework in here, and as far as I can, anyways. And you know, I'm not gonna fuck with nobody that I feel that is garbage. You know, and I'm just not gonna cross that line. And if I feel a motherfucker is garbage, like that one dude, the man Torta. I'll never, you know, I'll never fuck with him, ever. And you know, I'm gonna stay in my lane and do us. You know, you guys are with us, and hopefully the channel grows, and I can enlighten more people to the fucking truth. You know, that is all I care about.
Yep.
Yep. So. What else we got, babe?
So, Wi-Fi asks, has the channel helped you lift your spirits, like knowing you have so much support out here?
Oh, shit. Dude, hell yeah, Wi-Fi. Hell yeah, man. Like, when King came on the channel, Outlaw's been with me since day fucking one. Shout out to Outlaw News. Check him out. Outlaw's been with me on my channel since day one, man. He was pushing for me when they had me jacked up in a fucking PSU unit I should have never been in. I've never been mental health, but they were torturing me, retaliating. And I remember my wife used to tell me about him, sending me saludos and stay strong, and, you know, El Benecedor. El Benecedor, the one who overcomes. And, you know, and for me to know, I never believed in my life that there was people out there that would even pay attention for 5 minutes long enough to hear the real truth. Not some cut up bullshit fed to a media spin cycle, but the real truth. And when I finally got with Ronnie here and talked to him about it, and, you know, and I started doing our lives and got to meet Ken and Tim K and the original fucking folks that were on here with us from the beginning. It's an amazing
who's
thing.
in Norway and getting us like straight with those people.
Yeah, man. There's a guy named Stowe in Norway, right? And this guy is amazing. Shout out to him and Aneta. And these people have fucking written letters on my behalf, you know, to help me and my family, you know, so I can stay close to home and see my wife and see my mom. And this guy is in Norway, and he writes the prison system in Norway, you know, about how disrespectful CDCR is, using their name in the title of this big California model switch. Man, he's an amazing person, man. And all my love to him and his people over there. And, you know, he's on my tablet. And he definitely, you know, you guys send me the positive love and support, man. That is amazing, bro. That's amazing. And I really thank you guys for everything, man.
So,
you know, I do.
Tim K really summed it up nice and neat. He said those channels repeat media, media repeats prosecutors, prosecutors repeat law enforcement, and law enforcement repeats snitches. They all end up repeating snitches.
Get on, Tim K. Fuck yeah, bro. Tim K is the shit.
That's getting
That's
pinned.
My guy right there.
That message is getting pinned.
Yeah, we're going to pin that one. Tim K, you getting pinned, bro. And Tim K is my buddy, man. I talk with Tim K often, and I'm about to call Outlaw next day or two, and we're going to hook up. And, you know, I talk with Josh all the time, and fucking, it's just amazing, man. It's a good thing, Wi-Fi. And it helps me out, too, because now I know society don't hate me. And I'm like, I used to think, how can y'all hate me? You don't even know me. You only know, people only know what the snitches tell the law enforcement, tell the DA, tell the media, tell y'all.
Oh,
It's all fucked up.
what is STG? Christopher Ruff came in asking if you're from the PIM right now. Yes, he's sitting there, and everybody in the chat got him right, but he's asking STG.
STG?
Uh-huh.
STG, Security Threat Group. That's
Yes.
what it stands for, Security Threat Group.
Right.
They used to call it prison gangs.
Right.
Prison gangs. Now they call it Security Threat Groups. So all they did was change the name, like Ad said, solitary confinement. Now they call it Restricted Housing Unit.
Yep.
And John could tell you, it doesn't matter what you call it, it's still a shoe.
Right.
It's still a shoe.
Right.
Yep. So, but yeah, man. Good to meet you, homeboy. Welcome to the channel, man.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Come on, y'all, hit the like button for us. Hit the like button, get these algorithms rolling, and let's get this thing chopping up, man. Hit the like button. Tune in, subscribe. Yeah, we send our best to the worthy, and to hell with the rest. Come on, baby girl.
Yeah, are we about ready to wrap it up? I think we're about ready to wrap it up.
Yep, we'll get this one wrapped up, man. Look, y'all, man, it's been definitely a great live, one of the best lives I think we ever did with y'all, man. And we will be doing more sooner than later. And I want you to check out the video tomorrow. And this tells y'all a little bit about Pelican.
We're getting more chit chat here. Hold on. We'll slow our roll a little bit here.
God.
Oh, I know, but hey, Wi-Fi says, "Hey, what? Brant, my name is Patrick. It's my honor to get to know you and call you a friend."
Get on, Patrick. I appreciate that, my friend, and feel free to get on my tablet if you wish, homeboy. And thank you for your time and your support and your respect. Likewise.
Wally Gator asks, what do you think is going to happen when they start flipping the level 3 yards?
Wally Gator, I think they've done quite a few. I don't know which ones, but I know they're having troubles. I think there's a lot of fist fights, bro. There's a lot of fist fights going on nowadays, and I don't know. I've been buried underneath the prison for the past 9 years, man. And I get bits and pieces, and I don't know what's true and what's not, But I try to siphon the fact from fiction as well as I can, and I figure it out before I even tell you all about it, man. And but I think they're having problems everywhere. It's blowing up everywhere, man. And then I'm hearing by 2026, the whole fucking system is going to be one big system. And there's going to be 3 prisons that are called non-programmers. And in those 3 prisons is going to be what you call C status. And what C status consists of, no contact visits. 1 package per year. It's basically a shoe term on a main line. So, and then the parole people, when they come up there for review of parole board, you're automatically denied. Now, if you choose to when you go to committee, you can choose to say, I want a program, I want to get a job, I want a program, I want an education. You'll have to sign a promissory note to go program wherever they put you. And then you go to a 50-50 yard or whatever, and then you take it from there. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. Like I said, it's just on the individual. And, I know this. I ain't kicking it right there. And I still got these dogs on the end of my arm, so I know how to sling these dogs. But I don't promote violence. I know how to shake a hand, Shit. It's a mess, man. It's a fucking mess right now.
Wow. Fish Slayer just gave us another $10. Wow. Dude,
Wow. Get on, Fish Slayer. Thank
yeah,
you, boy.
no, just
I truly appreciate
really
that.
inspiring the chat. Thank you so much. They're loving it just as much as we are.
Wow.
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 Yep.
Get on,
Just
man.
your
Thank
average
you, Fish Slayer.
skater. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm just saying thank you again. I appreciate it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what, man?
Just your average skater says you shoot from the hip and it shows, bro. CDC is a propaganda machine. Yes.
That's right, homeboy.
This call and your telephone number will be
And
monitored and
Christopher
recorded.
Ruff came in late
Hey,
and said he was in Arizona prison for 7 years and with sarcasm said it was fun. Yep.
That's right.
Well, I had an
Yeah,
uncle
get on,
there,
man. I
and
send mine to you.
I heard about how nasty it was. So
yeah,
yes.
Arizona's. I send mine to you, bro, and hope you're well, man. Welcome to the channel. Much respect coming from New Folsom Level 4 Solitary Ad Seg, man. I've been in the hole 9 years on this one. And I got 27 years in the hole out of 30 in prison. So it's been my life, man. It's been my life. It's pretty much all I know. It's pretty much all I know. But anyway, baby, ready to wind it down? We keep going or what?
Yeah, we're about. Well, I don't know. The Wi-Fi just gave us another $10 too. It's like,
get on Wi-Fi. Right on, homeboy. Much love to you, man. Check it out. Fucking, you guys gonna tomorrow tune into that video 9:00. You can't. Don't miss it, man. You're gonna like it.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the like button for us tonight, folks. And fucking, it's always a pleasure. And we're gonna do more lives. I promise you, man. We're gonna do more. This is cool, babe. Mm-hmm. I like interacting with my people.
Absolutely.
Our people, man. It's always wonderful to hear you guys' support. And you know,
you have 60 seconds remaining.
And like I said, man, even the trolls, right? You do, man. Just put your name to it. I'll respect what you got to say if you put your name to it. And who are you to say who's good and not good, right? So, and as far as I'm concerned, you're a cop or a piece of shit. One or the other. Pick. It don't matter.
You know what, though? I get the feeling that there's some cops that really are digging what you're saying, and you've seen it.
Well,
you've seen it.
Wait, now I got to call back. Hang on. I want to talk about that because you're right.
Mm-hmm. Well, he'll be right back. And we appreciate you no matter what you do if you come and support. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, he'll be calling back in a second. And by the look in the dog's eyes, this is definitely going to be our last. Okay.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna address this right now. And there are officers that are doing their job and going home. I got no problem with that. Big ups to them. Right on. Do your thing. And I got respect for the staff. I do. And, you know, it's the ones that I don't like who are pushing the agenda with the S&Ys and the snitches and the trolls and, you know, the ones who are threatening shit to my people, threatening me with their bullshit, funny-ass, veiled threats on their fucking statements and shit, and they don't put their names to it. Now, like the real shit was an officer. Hector's was an officer. Hey, man, more power to him for speaking out, man.
Yep.
You know, that takes some big balls. That takes some big balls to do that. You know, it really does. Now, do I agree with everything Hector says? No. Does he agree with everything I say? No. But we got the same goal.
Yep.
Expose the corruption. Expose the motherfucking corruption. And real shit, man, he's exposing the fucking CCPOA, folks. Check out his shit on how they're fucking doing this union, and they're being hired as independent contractors and getting fat ass paychecks. Hundreds of thousands of dollars is being stolen. You know, and he's exposing that shit. That's amazing, man. That's what, man, who? And yet they call me the motherfucking crook. They call me a motherfucking criminal. And they're stealing right out your pockets illegally. And it's like, wait a minute, man. Hold the fucking front door. That's a racketeering if I've ever heard.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's a straight up RICO case right there, man. So, that's my take on it, man. And I do got some officers here that are rooting for old Scoops, man.
Yep.
And, I mean, hey, they know I'm fighting it. They know I'm up against it, but I ain't gonna break. You know, I'll put my back on the wall, get on the balls of my feet, and I'm swinging my dogs with everything I got. Come get it. You gotta bring some ass to get some ass. Bring it.
So we got some more comments. But,
all right, cool.
Fish Slayer says, glad you guys went live. It's like a breath of fresh air listening to a real honest channel, not bullshit just for likes. Thank you.
Get on, homeboy. Thank you, Fish Slayer. Right on, homeboy. Yeah, we're going to make this one the last call, folks. So whatever you got to say, shoot it. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. And, you know, spread the word. Subscribe, man. Subscribe.
Dog said that's what it's
What
all
else you
about,
got, babe?
finding common ground.
That's right.
And according to Tim's... Go ahead.
Yep. No, go ahead, man. Hell.
Oh, according to Tim's observations, we got 10 subscribers since we started this show.
Get on, Kim. Right on, brother. Thank you, man. That's cool shit, man. That's excellent. The more the better, man. Get the word out. Expose the truth. Like, I don't care if it's a dirty car salesman or a dirty motherfucker making your hamburger. If they're corrupt, man, they need to be exposed, bro. I don't agree with that shit,
Right.
man.
Well, if they're dirty and they're making your hamburger, that's corruption right there. You're supposed to be kind of clean.
You can't be a dirty hamburger. You can't be a dirty hamburger maker. Oh man, I'm a fool, man. I'm crazy. It's all good though. I'm a good crazy. You know, it's always cool to hang out with the folks, baby girl. Thank you for
it is.
helping me out, so, 'cause I can't
Patrick says, sleep
I
well,
can't
be
see
safe, bro. We're going to start calling Wi-Fi
That's
Patrick because, you know, it
Get
sounds
on,
better.
Patrick. I appreciate it, bro.
Tim K says,
Keep
bring some
calling, you know,
ads,
I'll
get
send
some
mine to you.
ass. Never heard that one. Bring some ads, get some ass. Never heard that one.
Yeah. Bring some, take some ass to get some ass. Bring it. Let's roll.
And,
You know, hey man, you coming at me. I ain't gonna let you whip me for free.
and
We're gonna fight.
Dog says that's what it's all about, finding common ground. I don't remember if I read that already or not, but it bears repeating.
Yeah.
It bears repeating. Finding common ground.
Yeah,
Yes.
right, man. Right. Like I don't have to agree with everything Hector and Real Shit said, but more than not, I do. Right? More than not, I do. And I tell you, man, the way guy Real Shit is exposing the facts of the fucking way CCPOA is working it, fuck, that shit ought to make 60 minutes. Like, that's my opinion. And then he had pictures of 40 vehicles from the state vehicles that are just sitting in a parking lot for the CCPOA people. 40 vehicles, and they're not being used. And yet, that's your money. Every car.
No, because they can all
you got
afford
is
much
money.
nicer cars than those. I mean, they're all right cars, but they're not like.
I don't care. It's still a car, $20,000. I bet you. So And I don't care how nice it is. It's still taxpayer dollars right there.
Absolutely. Well, what I'm saying is they're not driving those cars because they can drive in better cars on their own dime. And maybe they got those cars so they can look low key or something. Who knows?
And get this. They get a gas card. They get a gas card.
Of course they do.
That tax dollars pay.
Of
a
course
gas card.
they do.
And they fill up their home vehicles, all that, man. It's crazy. But anyway. So, yeah, man. You know, I was asking myself the other day, I was thinking about, okay, how can a guy be on the streets, right, and be a true gangster? And Josh, you probably know what I'm talking about. To be on the streets and be a true fucking gangster, you're probably not going to last too long on the streets, right? Because sooner or later, and more likely sooner than not, you're going to go right back to prison, end up behind bars or dead, one or the two. It doesn't mix, man. It just doesn't mix. And when I hear these dudes talk about their gangsters this, gangsters that, you know, and they don't even know what the fucking word means.
Right.
Being a true gangster, you know. To me, a true gangster, you're going to go to the yard and with another man, if you got a personal beef, and you're going to have your arms strapped up, and he's going to have his strap, you're going to strap up, and you're going to go out there and fight to the death. That's a true gangster. Now some dude that's going to sucker punch a dude or go politic dirty on a dude so he can get a wingman or a couple wingmen and put some fake smut on them so they can sneak shot them, that's not a gangster.
No.
A true gangster is going to handle it head up as a man to a man and not have 5 or 6 homeboys help him out because he's been dirty macking on the dude he don't like. That's a coward. So I was on the yard today and I heard this dude say he's a true gangster. So I asked him, what do you mean by that? What's a true, define that word, true gangster, define that saying, you're a true gangster. Oh man, I was thugging out there, I was doing this, I was letting everybody know. I said, so if you let everybody know, that makes you a true gangster? He's like, hell yeah. I'm like, man, let me tell you something, youngster. let me tell you something. And I gave him a little education. But we're so far different, man. Like, I don't even understand these dudes nowadays with their fucking meanings of true gangsters, you know? It's so funny.
Well, you want to get real? Let's go look at those movies from the 40s and 50s. Real gangsters.
Go sit in the hole. Well, go sit in the hole for 20 fucking years in Pelican Bay shoe. Keep your sanity. Keep your honor. Keep your integrity. I don't call that a true gangster, but I tell you this: if there is a true gangster, that's probably one of them. You know. And especially, you know, he kept his honor and everything intact, and he's still willing to die for his, and he accepted that death would come up there in Pelican Bay shoot. That's probably as close as it's going to get to a true gangster. A lot of dudes come to hole, they can't even handle it. They can't handle it at all, man. They jump outside of their true character. They fucking pee. They start acting weird. They start doing funny shit. And, you know, that's not being a true gangster. But
real quick.
I don't know why I thought of that.
Real quick, D Money asks, so is most of your time from crimes committed after your incarceration? Seems like an excessive amount of time for crime. No disrespect, just asking.
What did he say?
He wants to know why you're. I mean, if you go back to the front of this video, he talks about all of this. Yeah, it is excessive, an excessive amount of time for that crime. No, that's just how they work.
Yeah.
Like he's wanting to know, are you getting more time for crimes committed after your incarceration? And go ahead, handle it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's my crime. My original case Absolutely, it's excessive. 3 life sentences and nobody got hurt. No medical attention needed, according to the police reports. So, I became...
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I've learned more about being a criminal in prison than anything in my life on the streets. Yeah, absolutely. If that's the right... I don't know. I didn't hear you right, man.
No, it's much.
Whatever.
Wally Gator says, I think being a true gangster is manning up, getting a solid job, buying a house for your family, feeding and clothing your kids, being true to your wife, and staying out of prison.
That's what I'm talking about, Wally Gangster. That's it right there, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Taking care of... Hey, man, soccer dads are true gangsters in my book.
Yeah, he says, after doing so much prison time in my life, I swear doing the right thing and by staying out and taking care of my family has been the hardest thing. Yeah, but it's the most sincere thing, too. I mean, being straight and narrow is not easy. Man. It's not.
No, straight and narrow is harder than going to... I mean, like making sure you're not fucking... getting caught up and I tell dudes, don't go do the same shit that put you here, man. Right?
Right.
You don't go back to the hood and get into the same dumb shit with the same dumb people that put you here, and they're still on the streets while you're here and you're not taking care of you.
All right, we got 1 minute. We got 1 minute, babe. So let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, folks. Look, man, it's been a pleasure, everybody. Hit the like button. Share my shit, you guys. Thank you for joining the chat and everybody.
We're so grateful for everyone who showed up and participated. We could not do this without you. Could not.
That's right, man. That's right. And thank you for the donations and the help, man, and blessing us, man, and just being with us and supporting the channel. Spread the word. Hit the like. Check out tomorrow's video. You can't miss it. It's some good shit. And it's definitely good. It's fucking, you don't want to miss it. So I send mine to the worthy, and we'll see you guys again soon. Keep supporting the channel, man, and staying positive. Fucking shake the dummies. Don't let yourself get caught.
Extra digits violation.
Well, there it is.
And they shut me off, and they...
All right, you guys, I'm not sure why... Wally, okay, thank you. Unhide those comments because there was nothing wrong with it. Anyways, y'all have a really wonderful rest of your night, and thanks for hanging out with us.